Everybody, this is me. We're up at the Barrington Tops, up at my mate's place. That's Conda's Cabinets Crack. It's been about say -3 lately up the top, but just last night it only got down to about 2 or 3 degrees, so that's not too bad. That's Moonan brook down the bottom. Anyway, I'm going to be making some beef cheek stew and chucking in some expensive steaks that we didn't eat. So there's going to be a lot of meat in this stew. Anyway, just got some oil in there, some olive oil, just simmering. I actually might turn that down in a sec because I'm not ready to put anything in there yet. I'm going to brown the meat, cubes of beef cheeks, and chuck in the Scotch fillets as well. The ingredients: carrots, potatoes, garlic. I was told originally to put in 5 cloves of garlic, and one time I put in 5 garlics and made everyone fart, so just be careful with that. But the same guy also told me that you can't ever have too much garlic, so I've got to find a balance. And got some onions, some salt, pepper. Use the salt and pepper when I'm browning the meat. I also have flour somewhere. I dust the cubes of beef in the flour. Some beef stock, the cheapest red wine you can find. What else we got? We got celery, and then in my pack of herbs here we've got some bay leaves. I just keep them in a Ziploc bag, and then some mixed herbs, and also balsamic vinegar. So you use a little bit of balsamic vinegar when you're frying up the onions and garlic, just to get them translucent. And then I'll put in one of these, but today, because I've got one of my mates has already made a stew and he had this left over, I might chuck that in as well. It just means I'm cooking for a longer time. Probably be cooking for an hour, 8 hours. It's about 10:43 now, and I've got just started getting some coals going on the fire, so we should be eating at about 5 o'clock, I reckon. Just when it starts getting cold, so I'll see you in a bit when I'm cutting up all the beef. These are the beef cheeks. 26 bucks each. I was ripped off. I've got them for 15 before, so I use 4 beef cheeks. And then I got some super duper thick steaks that we didn't eat. Thought we were gonna, but that's another story. I'll chuck those in. I'm going to dice these up, mix them with some flour, some salt and pepper, and some do some browning of the cubes. Then I'll set them aside. Cheeks look like individually. So I've got 4 of those. I've taken my wedding ring off, Melissa, if you noticed. Yeah, it's because I wanted to be sanitary. Clean hands and all that, and a really sharp knife. These are really tough to cut, so you want a really nice sharp knife. I use this one I got for fishing from Japan, and it just slices through this beef cheek. Anyway, alright, so a little bit of flour in there. Probably doing it wrong, but I'm no cook. And a whole heap of salt and pepper. Nathan's cooking up some pancakes and bacon. Hi Nathan.
Hi.
Just browning the meat. Mate Porksy gave me some bacon, so I thought I'd chuck that in. I don't know how it's going to go, but hey, this thing's an experimentation, so we'll see how we go. Got my kitchen back, and just finishing off the last of the browning of that beef, and then I'll chuck it in there. Actually, what I'll be doing is getting all the onion and the garlic all translucent. I'll have that on either on top of the coals or on top of this heat with some balsamic vinegar. That's a suggestion from Tim. Tim gave me this recipe. Tim is probably the best engineer slash crane driver you'll ever meet. He used to drive some of the biggest cranes in the world, and now he's an engineer. And he's a really good cook, and he told me this. And I'll show you the what you do with the fire. So you never cook on flames. So what I've done is I've got these heat beads going off to the side, and now I'm not going to use all of them. I'm only going to use about 5. I'll put the rest to the side. And over the day, hours and hours and hours, I'll slowly add a heat bead underneath the pot just to get it simmering. So yeah, this is the fire left over from the boys all cooking their bacon and doing whatever. So I might get that some more heat going later when I need some more heat beads. I'll see you in a sec. Some folks here have gone up to get the motorbike that Nathan left there a few weeks ago. It broke down anyway. That's them on a little adventure. I think I did forget to and all that oil into the cauldron, and then I'm going to do this onion, garlic, a bit of balsamic vinegar. I don't know how much. I'm no cook, but that seems about right, I guess. They notice that I'm doing it on the hot plate to start with. That's because I've had a bit of back surgery recently, so standing over the fire doing these little bits can be a pain. So I just start off here, and then I move it to the fire later for the stewing. As I said, I got 2 of these. I only usually use 1. So let's see how that goes actually before adding the rest. Alright, time for the wine. Got some of Aldi's cheapest wine that I could find that looked alright. Something from Spain or something. Sorry, Australian growers, I was in a hurry. Now they say about half a bottle of wine, but I'd chuck the whole lot in. Tastes really good. Wondering what I'm doing with these. These seem to cook really quick, so all the veggies and things, so I'll put them in later after the stews have gone for a couple of hours. Going?
Yep.
So the meat's been going for a while now, and then you put these in last because they cook really quick. They go soft too quick. The veggies, and that should be everything. I'll buy over here. He's the one who told me a lot of this stuff. And I'll leave it for another couple of hours.